All right, so first of all, can you please say your name and spell it?
Yeah, my name's Todd Bullis, Todd Bullis.
Okay, so all of this, so what do you stand for? What is like the main thing going on here that you support?
I'm a follower of Jesus Christ. I'm a Christian. So one of the greatest evils in our land today, the darkest point, the most evil, wicked part of Texas is abortion. There's over 70,000 kids murdered every single year in Texas. There's over 13,000 kids in foster care right now waiting for parents to adopt them. And it's the gays and lesbians that are adopting them, not the Christians. It's really sad. So our culture needs to see what's hidden. Abortion is hidden behind walls. There's I think it is over 600 a day abortions in Texas. And if you go down to the abortion clinic, for the most part, it's high school girls coming down. And it's really sad to watch them walk in very upset and to watch them kind of limp out all upset. And so we come to the high schools and we go to the churches and we go to the town squares and we try to expose the evil, show them what it looks like. We have these, you've been lied to, because it's not a blob of cells. It is actually a human being, created in the image of God. So that's what we stand for, and we believe it's the gospel that will change things. So we share the gospel of Christ with people who think that it's okay to have an abortion. So.
Okay. Pause. 1 second. Yeah, it sounds good. 1 second. Can you hold this real fast? You're back.
So, you said that you were at a school because of the girls, the teenagers. You believe it's like
Right, like the abortion clinic is the final line, is the last place you can call people to hold them back from the slaughter. But the high schools, while the girls are formulating the idea of whether or not to have an abortion or not, they can see the truth and get the information and be talked to and choose to not kill their baby, to not, because it is murder. So, like, I was at Little Elm High School, and a girl came up to me and said she had 2 friends that were pregnant that were going to have abortions and didn't after they read the information and her friend talked to her. So, and I didn't even talk to those girls. They had just gotten the information from a friend that didn't want, her friend to have an abortion. So, it's good because it gives, people the opportunity to stand up and speak out for Christ and the love that we should be sharing, because men do not treat women the way they should be treated. Boys, young men don't treat their girlfriends well and correctly, No woman wants to actually have and kill her own baby, being a mother is a great thing. So, we're calling men to be righteous, do what's right, to honor women, take care of them, love them,
Thank you.
So.
You have a blessed day, my son.
okay.
Shame on you, sir. Shame on you.
Ma'am, number 1 cause of death in this country.
So, is there any reason you're specifically here at Reedy?
No, we just, spend a couple weeks at each of the high schools and kind of rotate out. Normally I've been more in Little Elm because I live in Little Elm. So, but, I've been doing Little Elm High School and Longhorn High School for 4 years now. So I figured we would spread it out a little bit.
Okay. So what do you say to people that believe differently? How do you try to persuade them, or do you just let them know about whatever you...
Well, we talk to them about their misconceptions, because most people are pro-life, most people in Texas are Christians. But we have the state that kills more babies than almost any other state in the nation. Not only that, but we have more churches. We have over 30,000 churches in Texas. On every corner is a mega church. So, we just try to share the gospel with them, that God has created people in the image of God.
15 years old. He doesn't need to see that kind of crap.
We don't even have the right to vote, and he's doing this.
These girls have the right to go have an abortion, though, right now. So, and it shouldn't be anybody's right to kill anybody, to murder anybody. It just shouldn't.
Don't talk to me about love, man, when you're here professing hate.
So, do you believe that having the choice to have an abortion should be illegal? As in, do you believe that Roe v. Wade should be overturned?
Yes, definitely. Roe v. Wade is just an opinion. The state of Texas, the Republican Party actually says that it's murder. It's illegal to have an abortion. There's for no excuse, for no reason, you know. So the Supreme Court just made an opinion. So our governor should actually just close down the abortion clinics, because that's just the Supreme Court's opinion. But nobody should be able to murder anybody. So a baby in your womb deserves life. You know, the government and the Constitution says has no right to make any law to keep liberty, life, liberty, or pursuit of happiness from any human being. And, you know, just like back in the slave days when slavery was legal, you could own a black person, you could rape them, you could murder them, you could do whatever you wanted. All right. Well, now if you have a child in the womb, you could do whatever you want to it the same way. And the Supreme Court said that it was legal to do that to black people. Now the Supreme Court says it's okay to do that to babies, but it's wrong. It's not a moral position, and Christians need to oppose it and stand up against it. You know.
So, is this your? No, it's not. So, how often do you do this?
Monday through Friday. Sunday we're at a church. So, you know, we're pretty much every day, Monday through Friday.
So, do you do it at any specific church or your church?
No, we go to different churches. You know, we'll spend a couple weeks at each church. You know, just kind of like at the schools, we switch it up, move to different schools.
Are these churches like okay with this? Do they support
No,
it?
they don't want us to go. They want us to go. They don't want us around, you know. But, you know, I mean, they're pulling in their Mercedes and their, you know, $50,000, $70,000, $80,000 SUVs, and they care about their born kids, but they don't care about unborn kids.
They are people.
They don't.
So, your sign says the body inside your body is not your body.
Right.
So, whose is it?
Well, it's that person's body. So it has a separate DNA than the mother and the father. It's an individual. You know, like a 1-year-old right now outside the womb can't survive on its own. Parents need to look after it. It would die, you know. So, you know, we have one quadfold that people say, well, what about rape? And you can look on here. One of these child were created in a loving relationship, and the other one was created through rape. And you can't tell which one is which. So neither one of them deserve to die. It should not be an excuse to kill somebody just because someone was created out of rape, you know?
So you believe in all cases abortion should not be okay?
Not only should abortion not be okay, but it should be legal. And any person that has an abortion should be tried with first-degree murder. Murder. Because they are, if somebody had a baby, a 1-year-old, and they killed it, everybody would say, yeah, that's murder. But because it was 1 day or 1 week or 1 month before it was born, that's not murder. Well, it is murder. It's the same thing. So,
What did I just ask? Why is it legal for you to be outside of Reedy, like on this sidewalk? Can you explain that to us?
yeah, the sidewalk outside of high schools or churches or public squares is public property. So anybody has the right to express themselves, free speech. So, you know.
Shows what a hypocrisy this country is. You're not old enough to vote, but you're old enough to murder your child.
What was I going to ask? What was my last question, please?
Why do you, should abortion be illegal in all cases?
Oh, yeah. So, I know that a lot of people think that, you know, the
God's
strongest
word says
case
that there's a
is
friend that will come
whenever
to you in truth.
the mother is going to
tell you
die
the truth, and I hope
because
that
of
you
bearing the
will
child. In that case, you're still against it.
Well, C. Everest Koop, who was, I think, the Ronald Reagan appointed, you know, health Surgeon General, and he said never, and what he did, he delivered babies for a living, that's what he did, but never for the life of the mother has he ever seen an abortion needed, ever. It's just propaganda. It's not true. It's not real. The woman never is going to die because an abortion would save her. You know, so.
Okay, well, thank you for your time. Thank you so much.
All right. Hey, can I give you guys both one of
I got
these?
some yesterday.
Did you get this one too, the rape
Yes, I
one?
do.
Okay. All right.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.